Dad, I'm home! Dad! Where the heck is he? And up. I wonder why he left this video on.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Among Us video. And in this video,
what the hell is this?
First color you should never use in Among Us. So I'm sure that many of you already know about some of the secret colors that you can get in Among Us. For example, we have gold and silver, and even
Son, are you in here?
You know
oh my God!
A secret color in Among Us that is
answer
so
me,
cursed
son.
that it will cause many strange things
Please,
to happen to
answer
you
me.
while playing regular matches of Among Us. I actually got to use this color for the first time, and you won't believe what happened next, so you won't want to miss this. And before we get any further into this video, I want to ask you guys a question. Let me know down below in the comments.
I know what I must do.
And also, if you're new to the channel, have to hit that subscribe button.
Right after I get some water. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that serious. Like, I'm a cartoon. I can just, like, come back to life, you know.
I'm also getting really close to 2 million subscribers, so all help is appreciated. And also, if you want me to check out
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Scares here. And this video is serious business, okay? These videos killed my son. You just saw it a couple seconds ago. These videos are dangerous. They are deadly. You should never let your kids near these videos at 3 a.m. ever. Okay, so obviously it's not that serious, okay? I think we all know I'm exaggerating a little bit here, which is what these videos like to do. So I thought it was in, it was in the spirit of what we're doing today. Funny story, I was on Trending yesterday with a couple of my friends. I know, it's essentially like buying a ticket to hell, because nothing good is gonna come out of it. But, why not? It might be fun, it might be kind of exciting. Specifically, we went on Trending for gamers, the gamer trending, as they call it. And I scrolled down a bit. There was a lot of Minecraft, there was a lot of Fortnite, there was also a lot of Among Us, that little game that kind of took the internet by storm for a month or two. Yeah, that game. It's still very popular on YouTube, and I saw a couple Among Us videos. There was nothing too, offensive in my eyes. But then we saw this video. Do not use cursed color in Among Us at 3 a.m. Shocked face. This title kind of surprised me a little bit because, from my perspective anyways, I thought YouTube was done with these titles. You take a look at YouTubers like JStation, for instance, who was pulling these exact same titles, and he's gone. YouTube wants nothing to do with them anymore. They stopped featuring prank channels on Trending. They kind of use that same title format. I thought the whole don't do this at 3 a.m. thing was kind of in the past. I thought that was just, it was a meme. We all laughed at it for a bit and then it's gone. No, it's right here. This is the shit that YouTube is pushing onto people. This is what YouTube wants to be seen as. You know what? H3H3 has kind of been done with commentary stuff for a while. He's focusing on the podcast, whatever, God bless him. I'm gonna fill his shoes. We're gonna look at some cringy Among Us videos today, and there is no and. We're just looking at Among Us videos. I'm gonna say some goofs, you're gonna say some goofs probably, and we're gonna have a great time. I hope that sounds fun, because you can't click off this video now. You have to watch the whole thing. Don't try it, just believe me, it's true. Do not use this cursed color in Among Us at 3 a.m. The very waveform of this color is cursed. You will be dragged down to hell by Satan the moment it touches your retinas. Alright, let's go.
Actually got to use this color for the first time, and you won't believe what happened next, so you won't want to miss this. And before
keep that in mind. I'm not going to believe what happens next, okay? Keep that in mind.
I want to ask you guys a question. Let me know down below in the comments if you would use this color. And
so I did actually leave a comment on this video. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen it. It's this one. And I understand that I'm helping this guy in the algorithm by leaving that comment, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel with the bell icon turned on.
You're not going to want to miss next week's video. Do not use this cursed gaming mouse to play Among Us at 7:45 a.m. You're not going to want to miss it, guys.
As I was casually playing Among Us, I saw a lobby by the name of Don't Join. And you know me, I joined anyways. And inside...
You know good old Chari, he's a gangster. He's not listening to anybody.
So what made this lobby so special that they didn't want anyone to join? This lobby...
Spoiler alert, absolutely nothing. Nothing was special about this lobby. It's some edgy kid, okay? There you go, video's over.
But oh boy, was I wrong. As I was walking around the lobby, my screen began to flash. Is a dropship taking us to a distant star? Or what could it be? Players were then being kicked.
The screen began to flash. Really? And it flashed so bright that it actually covered up the HUD options? Yeah? Okay.
And his username changed to Your Fate, and he even said it in the chat.
Your.
Maybe this player doesn't think I'm the real Chari. I then tried to get under his skin, so I corrected his spelling. The player then changed his name to Sari Soro.
That's my boy Chari, let's go! I take back everything I say, Chari is the best YouTuber.
He then sent another message in the chat and he said, okay, I'm done. I guess his feelings just got hurt, because he ended up leaving the lobby and left me as a party leader. You know what?
You see, what I think is really funny about these types of videos is that it almost seems like these people just go onto Among Us for like, who knows, like 3 or 4 hours, just get a whole bunch of footage, and then anything that is even slightly, remotely out of the ordinary, they'll come up with some big grand story to explain it. Like, this was probably just some dude trying to join a lobby, just trying to play a game, and then everyone was getting kicked, and he was like, oh boy, I can make a creepypasta out of this. You know? Like, it's such a mundane occurrence. There's nothing going on here. He joined a lobby and the person kicked everybody. Big deal. That happens all the time.
I wonder what were those strange lights. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I was then looking for another lobby to join and I
also love that if we're talking about like demonic stuff happening in Among Us or whatever, we're just gonna gloss over the psilocybin lobby, you know, psilocybin, aka magic mushrooms. We're just gonna skim over that lobby name. That's not the interesting one here.
To join and I found Eric Lord. What is he doing playing Among Us right now? So I joined the...
What is Eric Lork doing playing Among Us? What a loser. Oh my god. I can't believe Eric Lork would be playing a game right now. I don't know who Eric Lork is. I just can't believe it. It's so unlike Eric Lork to play a video game at this time of day.
It did say that there was 5 players when there was only 4 of us. So is Eric Lork hiding? I don't see him anywhere. I began to look around the lobby.
And this is another one too. Like, okay, the player counter is mismatched with the number of players on screen. Okay, let's rewind a couple seconds ago. Did you not just see the character that was walking on the walls? Does Chari just not understand that he could have just walked out of the room like that guy who was walking on the walls? This is not a scary occurrence. This is just the lobbies of the game. There's no content to this video. And what is this cursed color anyways that he's talking about? We're 3 minutes into the video. I haven't seen the cursed color that you should never use in Among Us at 3 a.m. this whole time. Where is it? What is this video?
And when I spawned in, there was no taskbar. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that is a feature in Among Us where you could turn it on and off. But every time I see no taskbar, something strange happens. I then tried to...
He literally said right there, I'm pretty sure you can turn off the taskbar as a feature, but every time it happens, something spooky occurs. No, that's the mechanics of the game. That's not scary. There's nothing happening. I almost want to follow Chari just around in his daily life. Like, what would happen if, like, he walked into Subway and someone was wearing, like, a black jacket or something? I saw Satan at Subway at 3 a.m. and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun's beaming in. It's 3 a.m. I saw Lucifer himself in Subway ordering an Italian BMT. What is going on, guys? Smash like, press subscribe!
I then decided to vent inside of the Gap room, and well, that completely backfired. Red went down the ladder, so I had to take him out. And since my...
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this match is faked. There's no reason why these characters would just stand there gaping, you know, metaphorical mouths open. He just came out of the vent. And they would just wait for him to kill them? Like, no, that's not how the game works.
I could also take out White, which I did. My screen.
And also, White doesn't move either. He sees a body drop right behind him, and he's just standing there. He's paralyzed with fear, guys. Do not use White in Among Us. It will paralyze you.
After I took out the crewmates, oh no, what did I do? And I won the game. But what is happening to my screen? After that game.
Oh no, my screen's turning into Undying. What, is Chari's soul being ripped out? I just don't... I don't get it. I don't get it. Where's this color? Where's this color that we were promised? All he's doing is adding, like, default Sony Vegas effects onto the video. There's nothing.
He then started the game, and my screen was black for a few seconds, and I could hear players leaving. What is up with the wait? When we all spawned in...
That's just how the game works, Chari! You are tearing me apart, Chari! That's just what happens when players leave during the loading sequence. It's just a part of the game loading, Chari! It is mentally exhausting to watch this video. Honestly, Chari deserves a medal for this, because it must take so much brain power to just come up with these ridiculous arguments for why his game is haunted. Though this is no reason why the video should be on trending, okay? You need to put effort into the actual video, not the loopholes that you're jumping through in order for this story to make sense.
But then I sent a message in the chat, what is going on? But something unbelievable happened. My keyboard wasn't working, and I couldn't send the letter N. This is the first time I have ever faced this issue, and I even tried to message my friends. And
you heard it here first, everybody. If your keyboard stops working, that means your Among Us game is haunted at 3 a.m. specifically. Better get a new laptop. Maybe that's the whole premise of this video. Maybe his keyboard just stopped working in one of the games. He's like, yeah, I can make content out of that, sure. Stitch it together with some satanic happenings, and there you go.
Blackpink was then kicked by Proudjar, but then players from other regions were joining the lobby, which I found so strange. We then got into...
Whoa, other people exist in the world that don't speak English? Holy shit, dude. I thought it was pretty strange that people in other countries were playing Among Us. I only thought that English players played this game.
But ever since that happened, my screen began to turn red, and then randomly turned white, and then black. Why is this lobby so cursed? I then began to hear noises as I was running around. It sounded like ghosts. Could that...
You hear that ghost sound? You know, you can't hear any of the other game audio, but just trust me, I isolated this one sound so that you could hear it, right? It's real.
When my screen turned back on, I had another color, and my...
There's the color! He did it! What's really great about this video, I think this is really like the cherry on top of this whole thing. The whole premise of the video, or at least the title of the video anyways, is don't choose this color. Yet Chari gets the color involuntarily. He's not the one that chose it. So the title is complete bullshit. You can't tell someone to not do something that they don't have control over. I don't even think tasty water is going to save me from this one. I can already feel my brain just slowly falling in my skull. It's going to start coming out of my orifices.
One of them had a plane as well. This is one of the most cursed matches that I've ever played. I didn't know that there was more dumb...
You know that relatable moment when you see a skin on like Among Us that you never seen before? Hashtag cursed.
I went to go check Medbay as well, and I found Dummy 12, Dummy 1, Dummy 7, and Dummy 19. One of the dummies had a plane again.
Also players that are completely standing still. And I think that might be the best part of this, because you have Chari, who has complete control over a match, right? Obviously, they're trying to pass this off as a cursed match. What do they decide to do to prove that it's cursed? Put a bunch of stationary players down and call them dummies. That's the best you could come up with? Really? Why not have the characters, like, circling in place or something? Why not have them, like, tracing out a pentagram? Why not have them, like, forming an upside-down cross, like, on the main area? Do something!
I then checked Reactor and I found Dummy 16, Dummy 4, and Dummy 10. I had enough of looking at these dummies. I need to go press the button now.
Oh, Chari's fucking pissed, dude. You do not mess with Chari at 3 a.m. using gray and red colors. Don't do it. He'll fucking end you.
When I spawned back in, the lights were off. Oh no. I need to go over to
Oh no! The voice acting is almost as good as the sketch from the beginning of this video, let me tell you.
And my screen began to flash from red to white to black. I couldn't even keep track. I just want this to go away. When will this end? So I went over to electrical to turn on the light.
When will this torture end in Among Us? When will I be able to just press Alt F4 on my keyboard to end it? Why, Satan? Why must you do this to me? Oh, but it's okay because the guy's keyboard was broken. That's why he couldn't close the game. Don't worry. He's being held hostage by Among Us. There's nothing the man can do.
But then my screen turned completely dark, and I could once again hear the spirits calling my name. If you would like to know what—
The spirits? What led you to that conclusion? What? The spirits? The spirits! The spirits of Among Us are in the air.
happened next? Let's see if we can get this video to 30,000 likes.
Get the video to 30,000 likes! We have to see where the spirits go! Come on, guys, let's— This video is a waste of time. Nothing happens in this video. It's all just baloney. It's all random gameplay that Chari has stitched together into some kind of loose story and then begs his followers to like the video, subscribe to the channel, to make sure you find out what happens to the spirits after they enter his body and possess him and force him to play Among Us at 3:01 a.m. There's just nothing happening, and I think that's the worst part about this video. Like, I don't even mind the premise of, like, you know, my Among Us game is haunted. Because, you know, like, people still watch, like, Minecraft Herobrine videos, even though they know they're fake, because they can be entertaining sometimes, right? The narrative that you create in the videos is, you know, that's the reason why people watch those types of videos. But videos like this, there is no narrative. There's nothing to string the video together. It's just a sequence of bad Sony Vegas edits and vote for Trump 2021 bots. But for whatever reason, YouTube sees value in this. This is what YouTube is pushing. Content that isn't content. And they reward that, and they put it on trending. If you go onto the trending section, you're almost guaranteed to see videos like this at this point, because they bring in viewers for YouTube, they generate revenue, and that's all they really care about. It's not about the actual content, it's about the views and the money behind it. And this is not new to you. You're all very smart, intelligent people. You already know this. But it's surprising to me that this type of clickbait that I thought went out of style years ago has suddenly come back, and YouTube is rewarding it again. It's sad. It's depressing. So let's watch another one. I haven't seen this one yet. This is new territory for me. This one is called Why You Should Never Use This Name in Among Us. I get why never is capitalized, but why is name capitalized? This has 4.6, almost 4.7 million views. So I imagine this was probably on trending as well. Let's look at the comments, huh? No, cocaine would not affect the baby. The baby a few years later. Insert this dude's whole career. Yeah, you know, that's probably a good, like, 6 out of 10 joke. Good job, Mr. Snowman Fan 20. You did it. The number 666 is not what you think. It's actually an angel number, meaning harmony and peace. Hurry, share with friends before it's too late. They might already be saying it's a devil number. The best thing about them is the best thing to get to. I can almost guarantee you the comments are probably going to be better than the video. I'm just taking a guess right now. Alright, let's go. Why you should never use this name in Among Us. Top 10 bad names in Among Us.
In this video, I'll be telling you about a name you should never use in Among Us.
Well, I'm so thankful that Chari is making content like this. You know, he's saving the innocent youth from potentially using the name 666 in Among Us, because clearly that's what all the kids want to use, right? But who knows what would have happened if that one kid had used that name. His whole life would have been ruined. Chari's really doing a public service when you think about it. He should get government grants for these.
and I'm here to reveal everything that I witnessed while using this name. And before we get further into this video, 70% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on Among Us darkest secrets. But now let's begin with today's story video. So in Among Us, there are several names that you're not allowed to.
There's several names. I mean, Chari's not wrong. There are several names in Among Us.
You are unable to use the name Dummy, which makes sense because that is the name of the bots in Among Us that you can find in free play. And if you would like me to use the name Dummy and see what would happen, let me know down in the comment section.
So you're not allowed to use the name Dummy, but if you want me to use the name Dummy, let me know in the comments below. Boost my video up in the algorithm so I can hack into this game's source code and name myself Dummy, which I just said you can't do. I imagine there's probably kids who watch these videos that are so pissed that they can't do anything that Chari does because it's all fake, but they don't know that. They're trying so hard, they're smashing their keyboard, their N button probably doesn't work, they're trying to name themselves Dummy and it's just not working. And they're telling Chari every single video, they leave in the comment, please Chari, tell me how to do all this magical, demonic stuff you're doing in these videos. But they can't.
And here's what happened after I joined a game.
Fat bussy. Never name yourself 666, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna get some fat bussy in your lobbies.
There was a few players with the same color, but ever since his recent Among Us update, there has been a lot of glitches, so I didn't really take it much into consideration at the time. The match started and
So, Chari does understand that glitches exist, yet every single thing that happens in Chari's videos are tied to some other kind of deeper, like, demonic possession. Great, I love it, yeah.
I went out to go do my asteroids and nothing was happening so far, so I guess his username was not all that special, but I was terribly wrong. As I was in the middle of doing my
This guy's aim is really bad on asteroids, by the way. I just gotta say that.
And he was following me. His legs weren't moving, he was bouncing. I was in electrical trying to...
Bouncing is the scariest mode of transportation. I think we can all agree on that.
While this player was chasing me, I tried my best to keep my cool because I was not expecting this to happen using...
Also, if we are to believe that all this shit happens to Chari on a daily basis, how is he still perturbed by it, you know? You would think that you would get used to all this crazy stuff happening in Among Us if we are to believe that it really does happen as frequently as you say that it does, right?
And I was the only one trying to fix everything. This was one of the most stressful matches of Among Us that I've ever played. There was just so much going on at the same time that I couldn't...
Chari's life is on the line here. It was so stressful for them. They were trying to do everything for these lazy-ass crewmates who couldn't pick up their asses and just do something. It really makes you think how much of Chari's life is actually tied to Among Us, right? Because presumably this is their main source of income. They're getting millions of views on all their videos, so maybe it isn't that far of a stretch to say that Chari's life really is depending on these Among Us matches. I feel kind of bad for the guy, honestly.
It was now the next game and I was a crewmate once again. And there's only one imposter among us. But at this point it feels like everyone is an imposter.
That's deep. Sometimes it feels like everyone's the imposter among us.
I then walked into electrical and another player was killed right in front of me. I couldn't stand this game anymore. I was hiding in the corner of electrical.
I can't stand the game anymore. Proceeds to hide in the corner. Maybe this really is an H3 video. It's just like the Ethan Bradbury burn down your house prank test thing where the kid hides in the closet. Yeah, this is the exact same thing. It's just the New Age 2021 Among Us edition. Have you ever considered closing the game?
Then I was locked in the cafeteria with all the sabotages going off again. Bodies were everywhere and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't save the crewmates because I couldn't even save myself. For a brief moment, everything went back.
Oh my god, Chari's just spitting straight facts. You can't save your crewmates if you can't save yourself. I gotta put these on like motivational posters.
I was stuck on an empty black screen. The eyes to my player finally opened and I was in the lobby.
So Chari just added like an opening eye effect there. But like, the game isn't taking place from the perspective of the character. Are we to presume that there's another character just watching over the entire game? These effects don't make any sense.
As I got closer to the center of the dropship, I saw Cyri Sorrel, Eris Loris, and Eris Silosi. These were all
Who comes up with these names? These are the greatest names. You have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Trinity's here. Amazing.
But when I touched his body, my game lagged out, and I saw Cyrus Sorrel's face up close. I then heard someone say,
he couldn't even get the resolutions right. This is one of the funniest images I think I've seen in a very long time, let me tell you. Chari himself says that these are just story videos, right? I don't understand why he tries to present them as though these are real things that can actually happen. Because it's clear just from watching it, it's fake, obviously. But he says multiple times that it is, like, fake. It's a story that if you want me to continue this story. So why doesn't he just say, like, in the title? Or why does he name the titles in such a way that he makes it look like these are things that could actually happen? I mean, it's clickbait. That's the answer. I mean, it's clearly working for the man. He's getting tons and tons of views from these, but it almost seems like this is a deceptive practice, something that's against the YouTube TOS. I don't know. It's pretty sus of him. Sussy. Okay, I'm done with that. The moral of the story is that clickbait from 2017 will get you views. Don't play Among Us. And that's not even, like, that's just not my advice. That's Chari's advice. Just look at his, like, video titles. Don't use this cursed color at 3 a.m. Don't play Among Us at 4:20 a.m. This one's not even, like, don't name yourself this at 4. It's just don't play Among Us at 4:20 at all. You can't. Don't play Among Us at 1 a.m. either. You just never play Among Us ever again. Don't play Among Us at 2 a.m. Don't play Among Us on Easter. Don't click this task in Among Us or else. So don't do one of the game's core mechanics. So yeah, don't play Among Us ever. Don't use any colors in Among Us. Use clickbait from 2017 YouTube and you'll get put on trending. That's how it works. I'm ending this here. This is just a quick little video. I wanted to show you these because they're so ridiculous. YouTube clickbait has always been strangely, like, entertaining, I think. Not for the reasons that they're supposed to be. They're entertaining in a sense that they're so outlandish and so ridiculous and so clearly trying to, like, bend the YouTube TOS to fit in their favor that it's kind of amazing. It's its own art form. It honestly is. So I might try my hand in one of these. I don't know. I feel like there's some content to be had here. So I don't know, maybe I should just boot up Among Us right now. Let's see what happens. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Among Us video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about this curse name you should never use in Among Us. So I'm sure that many of you have heard about a man named Cocoa Twix, a semi-popular Twitch streamer. Well, many of you have been telling me that if you use his name in Among Us, many strange things will happen, so I decided to put that to the test. Upon joining a random lobby, everything seemed to be normal, except there were only 2 players in the lobby, which is strange because Among Us games need at least 4 players in order to work properly. Where are the other players? Eventually, other players started joining, so I guess this lobby isn't very cursed. However, my players started sliding backwards randomly, even though I wasn't pressing any buttons. It's known that Cocoa Twix likes to slide backwards on his streams, so perhaps Coco's soul has entered my Among Us character. Even stranger, I couldn't seem to be able to type in the chat. Oh no, my whole keyboard is cursed. The screen then went black, and I could hear players leaving. Suddenly, Cocoa Twix appeared on my screen, but only for a split second. Is Cocoa Twix the imposter? Is he killing the crewmates? The game started as normal, and I went about doing my tasks. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Other than a few indecipherable characters that were posted in chat, everything was normal. That is, until I was killed. If I recall correctly, being killed is actually a feature in Among Us, but whenever it happens, bad things always seem to occur. Once I became a ghost, I was able to fly out of the map, which was so strange. I was greeted with an infinite blackness type void. What is happening to my game? Where did the map go? Eventually, the imposter won the match, and I joined another random lobby. However, I could see strange apparitions forming at the edge of the screen, with creepy voices accompanying them.
I've come for your pickle.
Oh no, I think Cocoa Twix has come for my pickle. When the game started, we only had 3 players, which isn't supposed to happen. What is making this lobby so cursed? Maybe Cocoa Twix disassembled the game and added his own code. I should contact the Among Us team and report this. The game ended almost immediately, with the imposter winning. I had enough of this cursed game, so I destroyed my laptop with an axe, ending the game. I've never used the name Cocoa Twix since, mostly because I don't have a computer to play the game anymore. If you'd like to see more Among Us stories, be sure to press the thumbs up button below this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anyways, be sure to stay tuned for next week when I summon Cthulhu and the Elder Gods in Among Us. Yeah, maybe I'll just stick to BIOS corruptions.